Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back here together again. Now in today's video, we'll be discussing something very cool. So if you guys have watched some of my videos yesterday, you probably were wondering, you probably already know that today is my first day of summer, June 10th. We finally made it, school's over, summer has finally begun for me. But that means I'm gonna start, I'm not gonna start, but, you know, I'm gonna start doing more videos and stuff like that. But I'll be doing 3 summer videos today. One will be a review for a movie that is related to summer. Well, not really related to summer, but that was released in the movie summer season. And then I'm gonna do my top 5 most anticipated films of 2021, of the summer of, like, this year. But that will be later. But today we're going to be reviewing Star Wars A New Hope. This is my first time seeing it. I'm not going to review any movies that I have seen on this channel. That's just not my thing. If I'm going to do that, I'll rank the films. But if I'm going to talk about them, I'm just going to rank them. That's just a possible way I'm going to do it. But, with that said, let's get started talking about Star Wars A New Hope. Alright, so first things first, let's kind of talk about my background with Star Wars A New Hope. In case you guys did not know, this is actually the second Star Wars movie I actually saw, because back around Star Wars Day of last year, if you guys do not know, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker came out on that day on Disney Plus. And I wanted to be part of the Star Wars celebration as well as celebrating the new Star Wars movie that came out on Disney Plus. So I wanted to celebrate it and watch the film, and which I did kind of like. I thought that it basically had everything that people were saying about these films, where J.J. Abrams' stories were like, they were like big fast roller coasters that never stopped going. It was actually kind of like that. But Star Wars A New Hope, but that's my background on Star Wars movies. And every time I would watch something Star Wars, I would never try to watch it because it was just too boring for me, and I couldn't really get connected with the characters. I just couldn't really do it. So then I watched this film. Well, I actually started watching it 2 years ago, and I never finished watching it since. Just because I've never really been interested in watching Star Wars. I have been, but then I haven't because the movies are just so long and kind of boring. But when you really kind of dive into some of them, some of the stuff is pretty good. So let's talk about this movie. Right off the bat, the way it kind of introduces this whole world and all these characters, it does a great job. I mean, all the characters are really just classic characters, from Princess Leia, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, Darth Vader. I mean, it just has, I don't think, was he? I don't think, what was his name? What was the other type of Mandalorian? Let me look this guy up. Oh, it's Boba Fett. Yeah, I don't know if Boba Fett was in this movie, but I've seen him a lot in Star Wars, especially in The Mandalorian. But, yeah. So, I thought that this movie is really good. Just the way they introduced all the characters was just really nicely done. When I look back at the action, like the space fights, they're really choreographed very well. Even though they're not great as some of them today, they're still pretty good. The explosions that happen look good, especially for a film like this that came out in the 70s. It looks pretty good. Some of the laser fights, some of the gun fights don't look as cool as today, but it still is. It still is. And you know, it kind of sets up some cool character arcs for the characters. In like Luke Skywalker, where he like has this big journey at the end or something like that, and all of the characters group up together in like one big happy family. So I thought that was really nice and well done. And I really liked how they kind of focused on Luke Skywalker, where they kind of made him ready for future things, which I just thought that was really cool. So this movie has a lot of good things, but we gotta go to the bad now. So when we get into the bad, I don't have particular problems with New Hope, but I think the problem with this film is the way specific scenes kind of play out. And I mean, scenes like when Luke Skywalker teams up with Chewbacca and Han Solo, that's kind of a scene that you would see in a normal action movie where they need help, so that you need backup for a team. That's something that I would understand for an action movie. But like the scene where, but there's certain scenes like when they're flying ships and blowing people up, like it feels like you're going to a space station, like you're watching a documentary of a astronauts going to space. And then when like Han Solo and Luke Skywalker are pretending to be stormtroopers, like it's cool and it's kind of a clever way to do it, but at the same time, not so much. So it's just kind of some of the way some of the scenes play out. Another thing is that it's kind of boring a little bit. Now, some people that love Star Wars won't probably say that, but for me, I am, because Star Wars isn't my sort of thing. I'm not gonna be there for everything. I have rode some of the Disney World rides at Disney World, and some of them are good, but I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars. But we'll see what happens when I watch the other movies that have come out. So that's my thoughts on Star Wars: A New Hope. Before I give my score, be sure to tell me down below, what do you guys think about Star Wars: A New Hope? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Or right there in between? And are you guys gonna be watching it this week for the first day of summer, for your start of summer? With that said, let's get started with my scores. Alright, so that is it for my Star Wars: A New Hope review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marvel6 and my TikTok is Marvel1Fan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my about section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same name as my Instagram, Marvel_6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.